In this video, we're going to continue looking at the recruitment process and focus specifically on what makes a good job advert. When an organisation has identified that it needs to recruit staff, it needs to advertise to find people to fill these jobs. It's important that the job advert is well designed so that it attracts the right sort of people with the skills needed. If the job advert is bad, it could mean that the wrong people apply and potentially the right ones don't. It could be a waste of time and money spent interviewing unsuitable people, and there's a risk that the wrong people could end up being employed with the wrong skills.
To all the teachers out there, show all of these videos without any ads and gain access to our growing library of over 500 teaching worksheets. Why not visit BizzWizard.co.uk to find out more?
When a job is advertised, the business or organisation will need to think about whether it will recruit internally, people who already work in that business, or externally, people from outside the business. We looked in more detail at this in our last video. They will have to consider the type of worker that is needed, along with how many people to employ. Also, where is the job located, and can employees easily travel there? Finally, but sometimes most importantly, they will need to think about the amount of money that they can spend on advertising the job. Depending where the adverts are placed, this can be a really costly process. Before we go any further though, let's meet this video's main example. This is Peter Miner. Peter is the chief of the Southampton Fire Brigade, and due to staff shortages, he needs to recruit more firefighters. Peter wants to make sure that they recruit the right people for the firefighter roles, as they need to have very specific skills, but in theory, anybody can apply. Getting the wrong candidate could be very risky, as they could end up putting people in actual danger. He needs to think carefully about the job advert and the recruitment process, and he decides to discuss this with Gavin, the HR manager. Gavin is going to help Peter create a great job advert for this role. They will then need to decide where this will be advertised, but we'll get to that a little later. They start by looking at the job title. It's a sensible place to start. Over 30 years ago, the term fireman was commonly used, but Peter and Gavin agree that that's very old-fashioned and a little sexist. They want the job to be appealing to both male and female candidates. Gavin says that the job title needs to be clear, what the people might search for online. He's heard about companies actually advertising jobs such as happiness engineer, innovation alchemist, and people operations generalist. He's not sure what the first two jobs even involve. They agree to keep it pretty straightforward, and the job title that they go with is firefighter. Next, they look at the location. Peter isn't sure how specific he should be. Should they give the detailed address in the job advert complete with postcode, or is it better to be more general and just say Hampshire? Gavin advises that the location given should be specific, but not too specific. He says that Southampton, Hampshire, would be the best.
Bring this video and over 100 more to life with fun, interactive games, quizzes and case studies. Why not try the first 25 completely free by visiting BizzWizard.co.uk.
Next, Gavin advises Peter that it's always best to include a salary or wage in the job advert. He's heard a statistic that 35% of job seekers use pay as a way of filtering their job search. If they don't include the amount that will be paid on the advert, that 35% of people might not ever even see it. It can also appear that you are not being very honest or open. The salary for a new firefighter is £25,000 a year, so they include this in the job advert. Next, they talk about the opening statement. Peter doesn't even really know what this is. Gavin tells him it's the first line that people will see when they're looking at job summaries, and it needs to be attention-grabbing so that people want to find out more. They decide to start the advert with this phrase: "As a firefighter, you will be called upon to tackle various emergency situations, where your problem-solving skills and initiative will be vital to resolve issues quickly and calmly." Peter is confident that he'd want to find out more if he read this, and he's pretty sure that the type of people he wants to recruit would be too. The next section is very important, the responsibilities of the job. This gives details of the tasks that the successful candidate would be responsible for on a daily basis. It's best shown as a clear list of bullet points. Often, as the job description and person specification documents are attached, especially to digital job adverts, you can choose to keep this list brief, and in some cases, especially if you are short on space, remove it altogether. People can always get in contact if they want to find out more information. So, Peter sets about making a bulleted list of the key responsibilities of a firefighter. As well as the salary, it's important to communicate the benefits that will go with the role to the potential applicants. Some jobs may offer generous holiday allowances, staff discounts, or other staff incentives. The Southampton Fire Brigade offer flexible shift patterns, childcare vouchers, professional training opportunities, and good parental leave packages. They also offer free gym membership. Peter knows how important it actually is for firefighters to be physically fit, and he is very happy to pay for this. Gavin makes sure that all these benefits are listed on the job advert. Next, Peter and Gavin look at the requirements for a firefighter. They've already talked about the importance of physical fitness. In fact, there will be a fitness test as part of the selection process, as well as tests to demonstrate a good level of verbal and numerical reasoning skills, working under pressure, and staying calm in stressful situations. They decide that it's important to mention these tests as a requirement in the actual job advert. Gavin tells Peter that they need a call to action. This is a way of telling the candidates how to apply. For example, are you interested in finding out more about this role? Apply online and one of our team will be in touch. They decide to provide Gavin's email address as a point of contact for any queries on the job advert, and they also link to the careers section of the Southampton Fire Brigade website, where candidates apply directly for the role. You have to watch out for this one though. Even if you miss out other elements of a job advert that we've discussed in this video, candidates can always get in touch with you, but only if they know how. If you pay to have an advert without any contact details on, you're simply throwing money away.
Each of the video courses over at BizzWizard.co.uk also includes an interactive business case study that applies the knowledge learnt to a real-world scenario. There are over 1,000 multiple-choice questions, each with detailed feedback, which tests students' understanding of the content. Why not visit BizzWizard.co.uk to find out more?
After Peter's discussion with Gavin, he's pleased that they have a good job advert for the firefighter vacancy. They now need to consider where to advertise the vacancies to attract the right candidates. Let's think about the ways a business or organisation can advertise its vacancies. They could advertise on websites. This can be the organisation's own website, or a specialist job website such as Indeed.co.uk or Monster. Candidates can filter on job type, salary, and location. Maybe they will use social media, such as the organisation's LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook pages. They could choose local newspapers and their websites. This can be a very good way of advertising local jobs relatively cheaply. For some higher level jobs, they may consider national newspapers and their websites. National newspapers are used where a business needs to look nationally for skills that may be in short supply locally. They are more expensive than advertising in local newspapers and are usually for better paid positions, as often candidates will be expected to relocate. They could advertise in specialist magazines and again, their websites. This is often used for highly skilled roles such as doctors and scientists, or for people with specific interests that are relevant to their job. Some employers will advertise through job centres run by the government. They help people with advice about finding a job. Finally, they might simply use word of mouth. The business lets its existing staff know that it is looking for staff in case they know people locally who may be interested, including their family or friends. Peter and Gavin decide that as well as advertising the vacancy on the Southampton Fire Brigade website, they will also advertise on indeed.co.uk and in the Southampton Daily Echo. They will also share the vacancy on their Twitter feed, as well as making sure that they have let the existing firefighters know that they are recruiting, in case they know anybody suitable who might apply for the job. If you ever find yourself creating a job advert, maybe for your own business venture, remember, it's extremely important to get the job advert right in order to attract a suitable candidate, as otherwise it could be costly, both in terms of time and in terms of money. And then there's the risk of getting the wrong person altogether. When handling an exam question regarding job adverts, think back to everything that we've looked at today before making any recommendations on what you believe the business in the case study you have been given should do. This has been the BizzWizard. See you in the next video.